Continuation, the programming. This is what it's about, the programming. I know, mankind, you cannot know what is truly going on the planet. And if we was to know what was going on, when you know something, action is automatically already in progress. When you know something, that's like, you know you hungry, you what? You know you're going to go get something to eat. It's not even so for me, when I know something, action is already there. So I know, mankind. You don't know. You cannot know. So, and this is definitely every time by the grace and the power of the Mother Earth and the source of all things, mankind will always be kid friendly. I don't have to curse. I don't have to talk about anyone. I don't have to down anything. All I am speaking is current science. Would some of y'all say it's facts? I'm just telling you what my peoples are blessing me with. Because you know what? Hey, somebody got to know what's going on. Somebody got to know what's going on. Mankind, we are too nosy, too intelligent, and last but not least, we don't like when anybody has the over or upper hand on us. Yeah. So by that being said, nah, I don't believe mankind knows. And regardless if you know and there's no action to it, I understand that. I like to say I'm speaking to that one, but most likely I know I'm speaking to myself. Because this is not only a reminder of facts, because I'm living and breathing this. This is not something that you just get on and get off, because the saddest thing that I know why mankind cannot know, and the reason why I kind of probably stayed in that coma, I don't know. Those glimpses of, oh man, I can break this mindset. And then when I did break it at that time, I realized, it was nothing. It was nothing really to break. The whole thing was based on my choice. You know what I mean? When you make a choice, hey, if it's not the right one, you will suffer. And by that being said, make the right choices. But everything is based on information. What do you know? What do you understand? How are you going to do it? So you have to have accurate, current, and most of all, real information. And you can, for me, ever since I started getting on the protocol, ever since I started doing my job, protecting my DNA, I started linking, and I can feel the Mother Earth. A lot of things started being answered. A lot of things started to take off on a whole different level. But most of all, I was aware, and I'm still aware, and I'm blessed to be aware, and I'm current in my awareness. This is 2019. Things are not playing for keeps. Things are killing, deceiving, destroying, taking life. And it's not going to be for me. I was, some would say I would be angry. Some would even say I'm a madman. Yet at the same time, there's nothing really changed other than how I choose to use my words. Censorship is everywhere. And I'm not into the nonsense. I'm here to inform on current science today. And I'm not coming with what they don't want you to see, that's not my thing. I just know there are entities, there are forces on the Mother Earth that If you choose to have a blind eye too, that's on you. But if you wish to stay current and know what is going on, once again, that is on you. I just share the information. That's all I do. That's all I do. Yet, I know mankind. I know my brothers and sisters. You cannot allow the kids to be hurt on the Mother Earth. Who, the kids, the children, are our future. The young adults are our future. You know, the people that's 35 and plus, those are our future. I'm 40 plus. Will I see 50? I don't know. You know, I know one thing. I'm seeing it free. I'm seeing it aware. And however that is, that awareness, it does frighten me. It does make me go into a rage and things of that nature. But once again, you have to understand where you're at. And most of all, this is war. And you definitely need to stay current. You have to. That is the only way to survive. So mankind, hey, you can run it however you want to run it. You can feel it however you want to feel it. Meaning, do your thing. Like I said, I am neutral. I am neutral. Yet, I am obligated. It is my duty, and most of all, it is my job. Notice how I say that. Job. To inform you. Because like I said, you are my brothers and sisters. And if you knew what was going on, we wouldn't have no problem. There wouldn't be no world. The world like that would not exist. We will be in unison and in harmony on the Mother Earth as it is and as it will always be. This matrix, this illusion, whatever it is, wanted to say it's going to stop. That's what popped into my thought, but didn't say it. And the only reason why I'm sharing this is because there is a lot of things, mankind, you need to be aware of today. It's 2019 and 2020 is coming up. It shouldn't be this way. It shouldn't. It should not be this way. And like I said, mankind, my whole approach to when I speak, sharing this information, what I consider to be current science. If you do the math, if you understand and you connect the dots, you will see how right now, as you're living and breathing, that moment, that science is here. It's active. You can back it up. You can do whatever you need to do to actually understand what is really going on. That's what I'm coming with. Current science. And we can debate about that. Great. However you want to do it. Not for me. I am mankind and I am only sharing information. I have some excellent brothers and sisters. If you choose to go into that realm and you need that discussion, they have all that information. I am here for the kids, trying to keep them aware of what's going on, because obviously no one else is talking about it. I'm here to share, like I said, current science, which is for me just information. I'm not here to force nothing. I'm not here to support it, knock it, none of that. I'm just telling you what it is. And it's all about DNA. It's all about protecting your DNA. That is the only way we are going to have any plausible action on saving ourselves plus the Mother Earth, this planet. There's no other way, because if you knew, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. I know that. Mankind, We are not foolish, and we are hurting, and we know it. If we had that right information and we would apply it through our actions and we would get that result, there would be no problem. There'll be no problem. And I'm here to tell you it is here. It is here. It is current. And hey, just like all things, you got to work for it. You know? And the saddest thing about that is once you realize that healing takes time, cures takes time, you will actually understand how sick we really are. I got 40 years of toxicity in my system that I have been working on for that. And I'm working based on my finances, based on my life. Life still goes on. This is why I say, mankind, there is no way you could know what's really going on and continue supporting it. Nah. We barely want to support different schools and in the athletics and sports, much less supporting the killing of children, the elderly, the middle age, and just mankind in general. And anything twisted of thought of it's the program. It's the program. And yes, people, once you get on this road to detoxify, or how should I say, you found this information, you're applying it, you're getting results. God, that's just the beginning. Poisonous when it goes in and it poison when it comes out. All I can tell you, brothers and sisters, is hold on. Because we have big brothers and big sisters who have been through this and they are still living and they're still fighting. So we have to hold the torch for ourselves. Yeah. I try to hold the torch for all of my big brothers, little sisters, big sisters, little brothers, everyone. I try to use that as an extra fuel for when my fire goes low. Because, mankind, I just got out of my selective, meaning I chose this prison. I chose to be wrapped up in the street life. I chose to be wrapped up in sex. I chose to be wrapped up in pure stupidity when it comes to things that should be beneficial. I don't care what it is, from education to not education, from good conversation to... And the only reason why I can say I've been caught up in there because I knew this, it just never vibed with me completely. And I always would mess up within that sector or in that era. Do something that, people say, oh, come on, man, why you do that there, man? We was having such a good time. And I wasn't that guy that always did it, but when I done it, I was like, man, and then I see you the next day, I'm like, and you're like, hey, man, we understand. Some people get irritable or upset or don't want to deal. That, to me, it should never happen. That was an imbalance. But look what I was dealing with. Look what I was caught up in. Look what, and for me being, where I'm at today, that was what was going on. That what was happening in my world. Once again, that's the world. It's not the Mother Earth. I'm going back to the Mother Earth. And as I'm going back to the Mother Earth, I understand a variety of things in my past. And I'm definitely starting to understand a variety of things in my future. So I know you don't know, mankind. Because if you did, we wouldn't be here. Period. So awareness is the factor. Application and studying and research and investigating is a must. Staying current, networking. Pardon me. This is what it is, man. And like I said, I'm always be my little brothers and little sisters keeper. I'm always be my big brother and big sister keeper. Because y'all are my people. So you don't have to worry about if I'm not going to speak kid friendly. Because yes, I'm always going to do that because I am always mindful of the little ones and the way how I feel. I feel like every child on the face of this planet should always be in grown folks' business, so to speak, because they are the future. So if they learn how to deal with the nonsense of this world, they can make a better future. But we all know that's not going to happen. And most of all, that is corruption. That's too early to be feeding them this corrupted system. Of course, I know. That's why it doesn't happen. That's why you try to isolate the kids, because their awareness is so sharp to the point where they would literally probably figure out the nonsense, solve the problem, and we'll have some solution. And maybe have a little bit of kickback money, so to speak. Like you really need that. Anyways. We mankind, we can do it. All you gotta do is activate. That's it. I'm finna say 3 names. Brian 396, Minds, MINDS.com. Susan Marr, Bye Bye Blue Sky. Tony Pantelaresco, got 2. Herbs plus Beadworks, YouTube. Augment in Force, 50 web pages. Excuse me. These are brothers and sisters who have been holding it down, meaning giving out the current science and information. And it's mankind like that let me know I need to get back to the Mother Earth. Because if it wasn't for these people, and those are just 3 names, and there are more.